Got some answers, crud.
I've got a lot of questions, a few theories, but no answers.
Oh, you're
Carter.
worthless then.
Anything might help. Why do you think they're attacking?
We're hoping the captive infiltrator can shed some more light on that. But right now, we know 2 key points. They were studying us before they attacked, so they knew they wanted something specific from us. Food, fuel, slaves, something.
And the other point?
They're building structures here, so it doesn't look like they'll be leaving once they get
They're
whatever
gonna make
it is
themselves
they want.
at home.
And what if what they want is the whole planet?
Then at least we know they won't destroy the Earth if we fail, right?
As if that's any kind of consolation.
Figured out anything about what the outsiders are planning?
This is no interplanetary raid by Vikings from Mars. They're building permanent structures. Whatever their reason for attacking, they intend to stay.
They're doing that with those seeds of theirs?
Right you are. And those things can grow too. We've got reports of towers 10, 20 stories high.
Alright.
And the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Knock them down like dominoes.
But only if we can find a way to knock them down.
What about the sleepwalkers?
What do we know about the sleepwalkers?
According to the doctors, they're in some sort of coma. Except they're walking around. And they've got no idea about the stuff around their eyes.
What about the infiltrator?
How is our infiltrator doing?
He was screaming bloody murder at first. But then the doctors took something out of his head. Now he's calm as a pussycat.
Yep, we already talked to
They only
him.
did that in asylums.
No, they removed some sort of device that was controlling him. Or maybe not controlling him, but sort of like a listening device.
Yeah, we talked to him and he was calm as hell.
If you get any insights, let us know.
Will do, Carter.
He was chill, man. He was taking it easy once we talked to him.
Attention all personnel. Outsider interference continues to scramble long-range communication efforts. Field teams report rumors of panic and rioting in major cities.
Ah, I can't use the toilets. Here is everyone smoking. To whom it may concern, I know we're all dealing with a lot right now, from weeks living underground to the threat of the extinction of the human race. But I find the person who keeps drinking my personal store of Thunder Cola. I will turn you in as an infiltrator and see you in front of a firing line. Go ahead and test me, Edmund. No, it's not that stuff.
I'll tell you this for free. If it was me in charge, I wouldn't bring a security risk like that into here.
Yeah, well, you're not in charge, asshole. Tough shit.
Carter, what's this I hear about people sleepwalking through cities?
Alright. Must be biological
It's
warfare.
some sort of sickness. Just another way those bastards are killing us out there.
What, the death rays aren't doing the job fast enough?
No. It doesn't kill them, though.
The infection doesn't seem to do any physical harm, except to their looks. Just traps them in their own head.
And that's better than being dead, is it?
What happened to your friend?
Tell me more about that friend in the service. Anything like the sleepwalkers?
Well, I can't say it was too similar. I mean, poor old Ken didn't have black gunk all over his eyes to start. But the things he saw when we were in the Great War.
Terrible things happen during war.
Anyway, he never got over the shock. And Myron and I never got over what happened to him. I just hope we can do more for those sleepwalkers.
Alright, how are our supplies?
How are our food and water supplies?
We should be able to hold off for another month, maybe more with tighter rationing.
Can you tell me about Falk?
You've known the old man for a while. Has he always been this paranoid?
No, not at all. In fact, I remember when he used to be a naive new recruit.
What happened to him?
Well, it's not hardly my place to tell his life story. But let's just say that sort of attitude doesn't last after the 3rd time a refugee pulls a gun on you.
Alright, well, all these
That's enough
interesting
crying for
stories,
now.
Anytime, Carter.
all the memories they have, I really don't care.
Wish they'd open up the firing range again.
Look, everyone's leveled up now. It's so cool. Everyone's a higher level.
Just get your practice in the field, like I do.
Who is this Agent Percy, anyway? Oh, look at all the stuff we have now. Reduce damage from enemy attacks and clip size. Significantly increases weapon damage against armored targets. Reduces damage from all attacks. Let's give him that. It's like the medical and guardian packs are pretty good. It's just too bad you can only take one. John Marston. Alright, now for me, I'll definitely give myself the Guardian pack. Wonder if they have plasma weapons in this game. We're gonna get to plasma. We've been down here before? I think we have.
Heinrich's been going crazy about propulsion
God,
systems.
decontaminate me.
Radial aerodynamics or something. Whatever they're building is gonna be big.
Alright, who are the interesting, unique people down here I need to talk to? Enemy infiltrator. Subject is to receive double guard at all times, and visitors are not authorized without director-level permission, even then only under strict observation. Although the subject has not demonstrated an ability to cloak since his surgery, subject is still considered a high escaper. Similarly, despite marked decrease in aggression since surgery, subject is considered extremely dangerous. Although the infiltrator is technically considered a prisoner of war, the outsiders are not a known signatory of the Geneva Convention. Mutons. The autopsy reports, just like in XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
Okay. He just walks away. Yeah, Dr. Weir. This is that unique character. What's he doing?
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try. The engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization it makes that possible.
That's cool.
It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field.
Gotta remember that.
Never know when it'll come in
handy.
handy.
Lift your turret and have the turret be stabilized in the air. Okay, I gotta remember that. So my turret can hit multiple people. I don't even have
As you may have
turrets yet,
guessed from
though.
the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it
Bring me
is
115!
adapt and adopt outsider technology. So far, our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William.
Speak.
Carter, I only just heard the results from the interrogation.
Alright. Any of that science makes sense?
He said something about a transdimensional something or other. Tell me it made sense to you.
It fits with what little we know about the Venn gates. In fact, it would make sense to use a transponder, a phase plotter as he called it.
Alright. Oh, and of course I just have to fuck up everything.
Great.
At some
So you
point,
can just
don't
whip
I?
one of
Alright,
those
after
up
this I'll
and
cut
we
the video
can-
then. Oops.
No. Just because I understand the theory doesn't mean I have any idea how to begin construction of the device itself, much less what frequency it would have to be set to.
Yeah.
Damn. I knew it was too good to be true.
Yes. I'm afraid you're going to have to recover one, the hard way.
Any idea where to find this phase plotter thing?
Alright, where
He
can
said
we
it
get
would
a
be
phase
located in
plotter?
a docking tower. We've seen the outsiders building towers in the areas they've occupied.
And we've certainly seen that they have aircraft around those towers.
Sounds like you'll have to find an entrance to one of those towers and steal this phase plotter from one of their aircraft.
Oh, is that all? Fight a gunship on its home turf.
No one said it would be easy to save the world, William.
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic.
What is
Said you had the key to
Mosaic?
it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all, other than it controls the Venn gates
Nope, no
connecting
clue.
our world, and it also seems to exert some degree of influence
Crazy
over
son
the
of a bitch.
denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. Could be any number of things. A natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
The people we saw back there. The stuck
Right,
ones.
what
The
do you
ones
know
who
about
can't
the
stop doing the same
sleepwalkers?
thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness my students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Before I go, tell me.
Targets white
why
students.
Are you so valuable? Falk seems to think
Most
we can't
likely.
win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shopped my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Alright. That's it for him. A nice discourse with him. Commander. I think I've read all these before, right? Alright, they're doing everything. Yeah, I can't wait to get the turret. Oh, they can make it walk and starts replacing them. That's like the Shiv droids.
Outsider. We have vital questions that demand answers.
Yes, what's with all this archaic interrogation? Why isn't that thing under a microscope all day, every day?
Gentlemen, please. We're still questioning him. I'm sure he'll be handed over to you when we've learned all we can.
We'll try not to be too rough on him.
Yes, we don't want him injured before the vivisection.
Yes, we don't want him injured before we permanently injure him. There's a note. Outsiders' biology is largely similar to our own. Carbon-based, bipedal, vertebrae, all that. They appear to eat crap, breathe, bleed, and die like us. Many have major modifications to their circulatory, nervous, respiratory, skeletal, and muscular system. These appear to be synthetic additions, but the implantation method is far too thorough and precise for any surgery we've ever seen. On death, these modifications overheat, rapidly consuming themselves and their host. Careful surgery can prevent this, but it's very difficult and dangerous. He received severe blisters on the fingers of his scalpel hand. Thank you very much. Alright. So that's basically giving context on, you know, why these monsters blow up when they do.
Yes, we've had a bit of a mishap, William.
Ah, great.
As you know, our most pressing goal is to develop a test to determine the humanity of our personnel, if you will. We've had a breakthrough, discovering a signal which causes the Zillicoids to become quite agitated. But as you can see...
Your test subjects escaped?
Indeed. Perhaps the signal agitated them a bit too much.
Why haven't we been put on alert?
With our current tension, can you imagine how people would panic? I'd rather we keep this little incident between ourselves, William.
What exactly do you need me to do?
The Zillicoids are likely to be hiding in the ventilation or other subsystems. Their distinctive trail should make it easy for you to track them and destroy them. Good hunting.
So what, they're just like randomly around? Alright, so I gotta just like run around, look in the ventilation units and try and find these silicoids that escaped.
Yes, sir. They rescued me up from outside Louisville.
You've been brought up to speed?
Yes, sir. Prisoner is secure, mostly docile, and Falk has things in hand. I'd say it's going pretty well.
It's a little early to say it's going well.
Alright.
Sir, it's been a month and a half, and we've gotten back on our feet after the surprise attack. I'd say that counts for something.
You're not wrong, but I got a feeling it'll get worse before it gets better.
And I'm glad I'm here, where I can make a difference.
Yep.
How's the
and he's probably going to die first.
Designed to act as both the brig and the lab, so he's well contained. Not that he's been trying to get out.
You think he's planning something?
Can't say for sure. Any other prisoner, yeah, but since they removed that controller thing from his head, he's been a different man. Or I guess I should say, different creature.
How much do you trust Falk?
I trust him with my life, sir.
Trust Falk?
After all, if it weren't for him and his teams, I'd still be out there.
You said you were rescued from outside Louisville?
Yes, sir.
And rescued?
Fort Knox in particular. Agent De Silva and his team were recovering something from high-value storage, and I thought they were looters.
That could have gone poorly.
Not really. I don't know about you, but I ask questions before I start shooting. They were only too happy to bring me back once they were certain.
Ah, see? Good.
They proved
Good.
Just like checking for Reds. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner, ask what happened in the most recent episode of Captain Thunderclap, and so on and so on.
That's all.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
As you were. That was funny. That was a good dialogue right there. Ow, 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 my leg. Ah, shit. Ugh. Now, where could these silicoids be? Ventilation. Oh, well, I almost forgot. I split the video right now, so I don't have problems later on.